maybe in the news tomorrow. Here's Aaron Klein.
Yeah, if you missed the first hour, then first of all, of course, check out the podcast at connectpal.com/Aaron Klein, obviously. If you missed the first hour, we have been naming and shaming the despicable news media that takes a crazed manifesto of a lunatic shooter, which already, who cares about his politics? It means nothing. First of all, even if he were a Trump supporter, there are how many tens of millions of Trump supporters, and how many of them are going around shooting up Walmarts? Zero. And I say zero because the guy wasn't a Trump supporter. The media, are deliberately taking one sentence out of his entire manifesto, and then another word here and another word there, and then ignoring, and again, it means nothing, but ignoring that he's an eco-fascist, ignoring that he calls the manifesto, it's literally named after Al Gore's movie, so I can easily, if I would be an evil, deceptive, lying journalist, I can claim, Al Gore inspired this murder. Of course he didn't, just as Trump absolutely didn't. I showed also, we went through the manifesto. The guy was also a leftist. He was espousing leftist, like borderline Occupy-esque ideology, universal health care. He wants a universal income, which is socialist. He is totally anti-corporatist. He, in fact, blames Trump for different things, like work visas. He blames the Republicans. He blames the Democrats, says everyone has been taken over by corporations. He actually hates Americans, not just Hispanics. He actually calls for the population of the general American public to be depopulated. He slammed, quote-unquote, average Americans. So the guy is just lunatic, and he's all over the place, and yet the media dangerously took one sentence out of a rambling manifesto that, again, is all over the political map, and his politics mean nothing. But they took it, and they have this warped, despicable, dangerous campaign to then claim, of all things, that Donald Trump is, number one, a neo-Nazi, which is a lie, and number two, a racist, and that his rhetoric echoes this shooter, and so therefore Trump inspired a deadly shooting at Walmart. They're not hinting at this. They're saying it. It's the titles of articles in the New York Times and the Washington Post. You've got reporters, quote unquote, reporters for major newspapers, major media networks on television, not hinting to this, not just drawing, he said this, Trump said that, which already, by the way, is a lie. They're actually saying Trump inspired this. They're actually comparing him to a mass murderer. And then they're comparing you, if you support Trump, they are saying that you are supporting mass murder. It's crazy. And holding on the line from the first hour has been Joshua Klein, who is a reporter for Breitbart, researcher for Breitbart, and researcher for this radio show. Looking at 2020, if the progressive left, meaning the media, meaning the Democrat Party that is right now smearing this president to try to shut down opposition, can you imagine if they get power? Do you understand what they are going to do with it? If they're already trying to boycott Tucker Carlson and shut down not just talk radio, not just Fox News, but the president and anyone who supports him, you are now a mass murderer or supporting mass murder. It shows how demented they are, but also it shows, does it not, that when Trump says that the media is the enemy of the people, maybe 2.5 years ago, that sounded a little exaggerated, right? I mean, the enemy of the people. What does that mean? Enemy of the people. I mean, those are very strong words. But no, Joshua Klein, are they not the enemy of the people?
They're definitely the enemy of the people. They're not looking out for your interest. They're looking out for the elitist interest of the Democratic establishment, globalist overlords that they serve. And besides the family connections and the revolving doors between the media and the Democratic Party, that's a different story. And just to go back a little bit on the manifesto, I mean, yeah, they cherry-picked it beyond belief. They picked one or two sentences. Other than that, it was eco-fascist screed, anti-corporate screed. It looks like a paper that probably could have been written by, if you remember, Obama's czars, James Holdren, who is, wants to, I guess, lower the population through different means. Sunstein. It's a lot of the rhetoric that kind of more mirrors the far left, if overall, than anything that has to do with the right wing. But the media has gone all out, and this is about 2020 period. They've tried it with so many other themes. It started off obviously with literally from day one, actually, with the resistance and Madonna, saying I want to blow up the White House, and Kathy Griffin and celebrities and politicians, and literally politicians even this week, Joe Biden, Cory Booker, saying, they want to take Trump and they want to beat him up and punch his lights out. What kind of message does that send to susceptible people? I mean, this is a president of the United States of America. I mean, God forbid if somebody would try and take an attempt on his life. I mean, it would definitely, I think we can draw a line to some of their rhetoric, but we don't like to actually go down that road, unlike them. What you're seeing here is the media. First, they tried it with, obviously, with the Russian narrative that we've gone from, Trump being an undercover Manchurian operative of the Russian government serving their interests. They tried that for about a year and a half, actually up until a month ago or less. That really didn't stick. That was, disproven beyond belief. So now they realize that, it's time to go all out. Forget about impeachment. We need to make him so toxic that it's impossible for anyone to associate themselves with him. And it's not just, if this sounds like abstract and it doesn't have so much to do with me, I mean, they're coming after literally other alternative media companies. We've already experienced it, unfortunately, with Breitbart, with major, boycott movements by, I don't even want to name them, going after advertisers, shutting down their websites. There was a big story this week. He's an ex-Google employee. His name is, I believe, Ken Cernacki. Trump also tweeted about it, that he's going to be keeping a close eye on this. And we know from actually Breitbart's reporting that exposed Google after, Trump was elected.
It's all out warfare. It's all out warfare, and they're trying to shut everybody and everything down before 2020, and this is some of what they're trying to use as the basis for that. Total lies, but beyond lies, they're dangerously inciting violence across America, and it's the media to blame. It's the Democrats to blame. Shame on them. They need to be called out.
אלוהים, אוי עמליה תשמרי עליי שלא אלך, כי כל העיר רוצה להיות כאן במקומך, כל הבחורים זזים